So what Hawaiʻi women in filmmaking means to me personally is a community. The other thing I love about Hawaiʻi women in filmmaking is that my daughter has started taking classes, and I see not only her growth, but also a passion growing within her.
My name is Ferrer, and Leanne was my mom. I was very lucky because all my life I felt seen by her. You know, she treated me like not as a little kid, but as a little person. She was always very open and treated me with respect, which I really liked. She did a really good job balancing like home and work life, because I never felt like she prioritized her work over me and my brother. But I also didn't think that she was only focused on us, you know. She was very proud of her work. She was in the film industry, and I wanted to be in that industry as well. And I think what motivated her was me and my brother, because she wanted us to not live in a world where like stereotypes and gender like played a big role in things. And she wanted to like pave the way and to show like women of color can do this, women of color can do that. I remember I was around 7 and she was like, "Do you want to do something fun?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to do something fun." And then she sat me down and explained it to me that it was an all women's film camp, and I was like, that was so cool. But at that age, I didn't really understand how heavily male dominated that industry was. I just thought it was gonna be great. I'm gonna be around people who love making movies and films and that are my gender. And I went and I just had fun and I fell in love with filmmaking.
Yes, I'm coming back next week too.
She always gave me a lot of advice, a lot of it filmmaking related, a lot of it, you know, just about life. She would say to be proud, especially since there's not a lot of us. Especially there's not a lot of women, period, in the film industry, and especially not a lot of women of color. So she would tell me to keep pushing forward. I would love to have her patience and her empathy, because, so my brother's autistic, and she was always very patient with him, and she was always very patient with me. So I remember she had her office decorated very nicely. She had a lot of portraits and a lot of plants. She wanted her office to be very homey, and behind her door she had all my artwork from like preschool and stuff, and like pictures of me and my brother. I thought that was sweet. It was nice watching her, you know, do what she loved and express herself. It was a lot of computer stuff, but she was telling me that that's what she liked because she had already had a lot of years behind the camera and stuff.
Okay.
And then she'd come home, and then like, even if she was really tired, she would still have enough energy to entertain us. And I always felt very loved because of that.
We will do our best to ensure that the future generation can farm, can eat.
Her work, to me, is very important.
The giant volcano.
She was very passionate about Hawaiian culture because it was her culture, and she just wanted to spread awareness about it and let other people know, like, this is a beautiful culture, like, we shouldn't just let it disappear. And you can really see that in her films about her just wanting people to know and understand where she was coming from.
Raindrops, they hamper my vision, falling down in 13 incisions in my mind
Pacific Islander stories are very rich and have a lot of meaning, and people can relate to it throughout the world. So just be open and seek out our films.
I remember one of her most recent films that she helped out on was Kapai Mahu. She was so proud of it. I remember when she was showing it to me, she was like, oh, isn't it really good? And I just think that it was wonderful not only for the LGBTQ+ community, but also for the Pacific Islander community, because it shows that queer people have existed for years. It's not just a new thing that popped up. And I just think it's beautiful how they were integrated into Hawaiian culture. Not even just Hawaiian culture, like all types of Polynesian cultures.
Copy. I'll be ready.
We want to make sure that it's authentic and that we make our own films as opposed to others making it for us.
There's a lot of talk like, oh, I wish it was like this, or like, I wish it was like that. And she took the steps necessary to make it now and not wait for opportunities to come. She's the one who went out and found opportunities and is giving it to other people. And I'm very glad that there's still people who are like willing to carry it on, especially with Pacific Islanders and communications. You know, they're still going strong. Especially since it's hard to like get started as like a person of color living in Hawaii, and she was just there for people who didn't really have the means but had great ideas, and she would help them bring it to life.